The It Ends With Us drama continues as Blake Lively has filed a motion to dismiss. As well, the backlash of Ryan's motion to dismiss is definitely in full force as fans are upset at him mocking Justin Baldoni.
A single lawsuit can shake Hollywood to its core, and that's exactly what's happening with the explosive legal clash between Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively, and Ryan Reynolds. With an eye-popping $400 million on the line, this isn't just another behind-the-scenes disagreement. It's a showdown that has fans asking, is there more to this tension than either side dares to admit? Today, we're diving straight into the stunning claims, fiery counterattacks, and social media frenzy that have turned It Ends With Us from an eagerly awaited adaptation into a spectacle of controversy. Long before court documents and accusations stole the spotlight, It Ends With Us was on track to be a must-see film adaptation of Colleen Hoover's popular novel. Blake Lively's involvement sparked a wave of fan excitement, while Justin Baldoni seemed an ideal choice to both direct and produce. Early on, the project promised a heartfelt narrative with A-list power at the helm, yet subtle hints of drama appeared almost immediately. Industry whispers suggested behind-the-scenes friction, small comments about on-set discomfort, and the possibility that not all creative decisions were as harmonious as they seemed. At first, onlookers brushed off these claims. Tension on any film set can be normal after all. But in hindsight, those small sparks were about to ignite into a raging legal firestorm that nobody could have predicted. As more people heard about unusual set dynamics, fans began speculating about who might be clashing with whom. Some pinned blame on the pressure of adapting a beloved book, while others pointed to personal differences among the creative team. Ultimately, these early questions laid the groundwork for a confrontation that would soon play out in the public eye. If you're finding this breakdown compelling, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss our latest deep dives into Hollywood's biggest controversies.
Blake Lively has asked the judge to throw out Justin Baldoni's vengeful and rambling suit against her.
Everything changed once Justin Baldoni filed a sweeping defamation lawsuit. No one expected the number attached to it: $400 million. Media outlets wasted no time highlighting the enormous stakes. Here was Baldoni, known for his charitable work and compassionate public persona, claiming he'd been maligned by false accusations tied to harassment and retaliation. By framing his complaint in such stark terms, Baldoni signaled that this wasn't a mild misunderstanding. According to him, Blake Lively and other parties launched hurtful rumors that not only threatened his career, but also struck at his personal reputation. He contended that his track record of championing empathy and positive workplace culture was being twisted into something sinister. Some observers questioned whether the lawsuit was too large and lacked detailed reasoning for its astronomical damages. Others stood by Baldoni, insisting that if he was wrongly accused of serious misconduct, a forceful legal response might be justified. No matter what stance people took, the filing catapulted the entire situation from hush-hush rumors to top headline news.
Blake Lively has filed a motion to dismiss.
Almost as soon as Baldoni's lawsuit went public, Blake Lively hit back with her own legal move. Her message was clear. In her view, Baldoni was the one abusing the legal system to muzzle her. Citing California's protective statutes for those who speak out about Yaich, Lively asked the court to throw out Baldoni's claims. She characterized his allegations as retaliatory, a way to punish her for discussing legitimate concerns about on-set behavior. Lively's counteraction highlighted the nature of such lawsuits in Hollywood. Often, big-name personalities find themselves embroiled in battles that pit freedom of expression against what others see as defamation. In Lively's eyes, it was essential to show that anyone sharing experiences of alleged wrongdoing shouldn't be slapped with lawsuits. Yet, critics accused Lively of leaning too heavily on legal technicalities. They argued that if Baldoni truly had evidence that false statements were harming him, dismissing the suit right away might ignore the possibility of real damage to his name. Still, Lively's stance energized her supporters. Many lauded her quick, decisive response, calling it a bold stand against intimidation.
So fans are turning on Ryan Reynolds for allegedly mocking Justin. In the brutal new court filing, Reynolds defended his wife Blake Lively and called Baldoni a predator.
The situation escalated further once Ryan Reynolds entered the conversation. As Blake Lively's partner, his defense of her was almost guaranteed. but fans were startled by the directness of his remarks. Reynolds singled out Baldoni's claims as thin-skinned or overblown, painting the director's lawsuit as an assault on Lively's right to speak. Then came the wave of allegations that Reynolds mocked Baldoni's appearance or past charity endeavors, triggering a divided response. Some fans were outraged that the Deadpool star would stoop to what they considered juvenile taunts. Others shrugged it off as typical Reynolds humor. Sarcastic jabs meant to spotlight how disproportionate Baldoni's lawsuit was. What no one could ignore was how quickly this amplified the drama. Reynolds, traditionally beloved for his wit and self-deprecating humor, found himself under scrutiny from corners of the internet that used to adore him. Did his approach cross a line into cruelty, or was he simply using razor-sharp comedic instincts to defend the woman he loves? Opinions varied wildly, laying the groundwork for an online culture war that was only heating up. Almost instantly, every social platform lit up with debates, memes, and heated comments. People dissected each new legal filing, each quoted excerpt, and each rumored slight. Baldoni fans championed his philanthropic spirit, pointing out that he grew his hair for charitable donations and rarely engaged in negativity. Reynolds and Lively fans insisted that Blake had a right, possibly even a duty, to call out any discomfort or mistreatment. Suddenly, the script for the upcoming film took a backseat to the swirling drama, overshadowed by endless speculation. Was Baldoni's real motive behind the lawsuit purely financial, or was he genuinely outraged about misinformation tarnishing his name? Did Reynolds truly aim to humiliate Baldoni with sly references and costume choices, or comedic sketches? Hashtags popped up on multiple platforms, demanding justice for one side or the other. The conversation became less about the truth of the situation and more about aligning with whichever celebrity people felt was the victim. It was the perfect recipe for digital pandemonium. 3 high-profile figures locked in a conflict where moral lines blurred faster than anyone could keep track. Caught in the crossfire is the film itself. It Ends With Us has a passionate fanbase that wants nothing more than a heartfelt, well-executed adaptation. But with so much attention on legal filings, personal jabs, and rumored behind-the-scenes chaos, many question whether the movie can ever shake off the controversy. From a production standpoint, ongoing lawsuits raise practical concerns. Legal distractions can derail filming schedules, weigh down morale, and potentially alienate prospective collaborators. Additionally, any official press tour would likely revolve less around the film's emotional core and more around these messy disputes. Cynical observers wonder if the drama could oddly boost box office interest by turning the film into a spectacle, while others fear it will overshadow the novel's themes. For fans who cherish Hoover's story, watching their favorite characters get overshadowed by real-life tensions feels like a betrayal. They wanted an adaptation that honored the book's emotional nuances, not a Hollywood battlefield. Whether It Ends With Us recovers, its original momentum may depend on how quickly these legal storms calm, or if they ever do. Why has this drama erupted so explosively, and what does it reveal about the intricate power dynamics of Hollywood? On one level, the lawsuit underscores a larger conversation about harassment claims and how those who speak out can face enormous pushback. Lively argues her voice is protected by law. Baldoni contends he's being unjustly tarnished. Ryan Reynolds, for better or worse, amplifies the conflict. It also spotlights a new era of public scrutiny. Viewers are no longer passive consumers of star-studded feuds. Social media accelerates the news cycle, making every legal update and rumored remark instantly accessible and ripe for dissection. Even the tiniest perceived insult can spiral into a wave of hashtags and fervent commentary. One hidden twist to keep an eye on is whether there might be a settlement behind closed doors. Celebrities often prefer to avoid protracted public disputes. Yet the $400 million sum signals Baldoni isn't merely interested in a quiet resolution. If the case doesn't settle, it might unfold into a dramatic courtroom saga that tests the boundaries of defamation law. Could new industry guidelines or cultural norms about on-set behavior emerge from this? It's too soon to tell, but the possibility looms large. From the minute Justin Baldoni filed his mammoth lawsuit, it was clear this wasn't just another Hollywood spat. Accusations of countersuits, and social media storms now overshadow what once looked like a beloved book adaptation set to be a box office darling. Blake Lively insists she's exercising a right to speak up, while Baldoni believes he's under siege by wrongful claims. Ryan Reynolds, never shy with his wit, has taken a forceful approach that sparked a new wave of criticism? At the heart of it all is a question with no easy answer. Will the public ever learn the entire truth behind the sensational headlines? Or is the narrative too tangled to unravel? As the legal dust continues to swirl, fans face a choice. Do they stand by their favorite celebrity at all costs, or step back and recognize there may be more to the story? One thing is certain, Hollywood's spotlight is notoriously unforgiving, and the outcome could redefine reputations, and perhaps even the future of on-set accountability for years to come.